In a charming village nestled between gentle hills and tranquil valleys, there lived a boy named Luca. Celebrated for his playfulness, kindness, and boundless imagination, Luca's nights were filled with vivid dreams and magical adventures, which he promised himself to cherish as he grew older. However, as time passed, he began to notice how the villagers' obsession with wealth started to overshadow his understanding of life's true essence. Enchanted by the promise of immense wealth and a life of luxury, he contemplated trading his cherished dreams for riches and a life free of toil. One day, while exploring the edge of the forest, he encountered an old man with a mystical aura who offered him a proposition, a bag of gold in exchange for his dreams. The boy hesitated, his gaze fixed on the bag of gold the old man held out before him. Doubt flickered in his eyes, but there was something else too: curiosity and a spark of raw temptation. He couldn't help but wonder what such wealth would feel like in his hands, its shine unlike anything he had ever known. The possibilities swirled his mind, dazzling and endless. What could he buy? What could he become? It was as if time had slowed for him, every thought stretching into eternity. Yet to the old man, standing still and patient, it was barely a heartbeat. Finally, the boy drew a shaky breath and nodded. He reached out, trembling fingers brushing against the cool, heavy bag. At that moment, he exchanged the glittering treasure for something far greater, his dream. The boy returned to the village, clutching his bag of gold, and was greeted with awe and admiration. With his wealth, he built a grand mansion on the hill, towering above the homes of the villagers. At first, he lived in joy, surrounded by the treasures he had always dreamed of. But slowly, the weight of his gold began to change him. He grew suspicious, fearing thieves at every turn. The villagers' admiration turned to envy, and their smiles felt like threats. He locked his doors, avoided the crowds, and trusted no one. The mansion, once his pride, became a silent prison. Loneliness crept in, bringing with it a dark companion, a voice in his mind that whispered sinister thoughts. The boy, now a man, felt his joy slowly turn into dread, his once bright dreams crumbling into bitter regrets. Sitting alone in the echoing halls of his mansion, he longed for the days when his dreams were simple and his heart was light. Determined to reclaim the dreams he had lost, the man ventured back into the forest, the place where his life had changed forever. He wandered for weeks, driven by a longing deeper than any he had felt before. At last, beneath the shadows of ancient trees, he found the old man once more. The figure stood as unchanged as the day they had once met, the same knowing eyes watching him. The man fell to his knees, his voice trembling as he pleaded, "Please, take the gold back. I want my dreams returned." The old man gazed at him in silence, his expression unreadable, as if weighing a choice far greater than the one made long ago. Finally, a gentle smile spread across his face. Without a word, the old man extended his hand, and a wave of light and warmth seemed to pass between them. The man felt something shift deep within, like a locked door opening at last. His dreams returned, vivid and full of wonder, flooding his mind with the joy and hope he had long forgotten. That night, as he rested under the stars, he was enveloped in the magic of his dream world once more. It felt like coming home. He realized then that true wealth wasn't in gold or possessions, but in the richness of his inner world and the connections he built with others. The mansion on the hill no longer mattered. He had found something far greater. The man returned to the village, no longer weighed down by gold or dark thoughts. He chose a modest life, filled with purpose and warmth. Instead of riches, he shared his dreams, weaving them into stories that captivated the villagers. Through his tales, he reminded them of the true treasures in life: imagination that sparked adventure, love that brought people together, and the joy found in life's simplest pleasures. His words rekindled forgotten hopes and dreams, spreading light through the hearts of those who listened. The man's modest home became a gathering place, and his once lonely soul thrived in the company of others, finding richness far beyond what gold could ever bring. This very familiar story acts as a mirror for us all, reminding us of the true values of life. In a world often driven by material wealth and the pursuit of social admiration, it encourages us to pause and reflect on what truly matters. It invites us to reconsider the things that bring us lasting fulfillment, our dreams, our relationship, and the simple joys that make life meaningful, rather than the fleeting allure of riches and recognition.